Good afternoon and welcome to an emergency meeting of the Select Board. Everybody's here. This is awesome. So we're here to approve and ask questions regarding a business license application, and it's going to be Southpaw Packing Company. You must be Nicole?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. So we have your application here. Wayne's on here somewhere. Wayne Jones. Hi. So I'm looking at the bottom of this, and it's saying fire inspection is subject to completion of the items in the 10-something plan of correction approved by the fire department. So is she completely done with this or no?
There are some items that are still open in the plan of correction. Most of them are very minor in nature. For an example, the E911 addressing, there is a sign there, but the property owner, the owner of the shopping center, has ordered the numbers for replacing that E911 signage, and it at the time of inspection hadn't been installed yet. So you know, those are the issues. The biggest issue was an issue with the walls in the area, the freezer and the cooler. A lot of cleaning took place to correct that. The business owner, Nicole, is actually looking at some options of potentially replacing units. So that item is on the plan of correction also. So we would recommend, a conditional approval that for this business license, subject to following the plan of correction that's been approved.
Okay, so one more question. So you have the first half due by 10/31. What's the second half?
The second half. I'm not following you, Teresa.
All right, that's what's on the application. It says first half due by 10/31/21 for, oh, wait a minute, what's 987?
No, that's not Wayne.
Okay.
Sue Carr also had to sign off on this as a tax collector.
Okay.
And she just noted that personal property taxes are due at the end of the month for $9 and whatever it is.
Okay. Nope, then we're good. All right. Anybody have any questions? Nope. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Welcome to the neighborhood and welcome to Raymond.
Woo-hoo.
Do you have anything you want to add?
Good luck, Nicole.
We're anxious. We're anxious to get in and get going. I think we could bring a lot to the town. We have a lot to offer. I personally have a lot to offer as a business person to help you expedite some of this business processes that you have to go through in your town. So we're excited. We're excited to get in. I know that you guys are growing. There's a lot of new businesses going into Raymond.
Yes.
So I think you'll see me be pretty active and vocal in some of this process. It has not been fun. And obviously we're supporters of local. We're supportive of local farmers, local growers. So you'll be seeing that come through to the market. Also ethnic groups, I think we'll be able to shop at our market as well. So I think you're going to see some diversity coming into your town too. But no, we're excited. My family, we grew up on the lake. So our family is all around the lake. So I think everybody's pretty excited about us taking this over.
We're excited to have you.
You guys are like, people are mean. They're crazy. They're like banging on our door, slamming the door. When are you going to open, screaming at us? We're like, I don't know. But yeah, no, we're excited. We've done, I mean, obviously I'm a firm believer timing is everything, as frustrating as this process has been. But we've been able to go give the market a facelift within reason. So you will see some changes in there of just cosmetic, pretty facelift and a lot of cleaning. Like Wayne said, we had to go in and do a lot of cleaning.
How are you making out on getting workers? That was what Lori's big problem was. She couldn't get workers.
Actually, my daughter has come on board full time, and we have a meat cutter ready to go on full time in there already. It's my facility in Wyndham that we're down 6 individuals and we're struggling. It's a lot easier to get people to want to work in a meat market than it is to work in a slaughterhouse. I don't know if you know, I own the slaughterhouse in Wyndham.
Oh my God.
So sorry.
I know you had a look on your face that I.
The one
no, I couldn't do a slaughterhouse.
That's the one that Kilton Lamb used to have?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, Jane still works for us. I'm actually applying for a grant for Jane right now. So
I could tell you interesting stories about that, but that's
that facility is a crap hole. We were, and I don't know if you and you will find out. I'm Notorious Nicole. That is my name. I'm pretty open. I don't hold back. You guys will be meeting with me again. I am going to be doing some changes on the back side of the processing plant in Raymond to help out Wyndham Butcher Shop, the USDA, and help the state of Maine out. No, there is not going to be any deer processing out back of the market there. I know that was a big, people were not happy about that. We're not going to be killing anything out there, so no rumors in the town. Tell them to stop that stuff. Please. But yeah, so Wyndham Butcher Shop is not a good facility. We are actually in the process of building a $4 million facility. We're hoping to get federal grants, and that has not gone through with COVID because we cannot get the labor. However, we are working with the Commissioner of Corrections and the Commissioner of Labor to help bring in some labor, skilled labor in the area to see what we can do. So, and I'm sure you guys probably know the nursing home in Wyndham. Are you guys familiar with the nursing home, Ledgewood Manor?
Yes.
Yeah.
So family owns and runs that as well. So we, like I said, we have a lot of ties here locally. So we're all trying to work together to bounce off each other and support each other. But any questions you have, please don't hesitate, reach out, ask, don't let rumors fly in town. People like, especially meat markets, we take a lot of hit from PETA, from from vegans. And again, actually, we're going to have vegetable burgers and things like that in our place too. So, so just please reach out to us because we will nip it in the bud as fast as we can.
Yeah, us SelectBoard members don't take any hits or anything like that, do we? Just a few. Yes.
I would say you guys are you're sitting ducks.
Yes.
Yep, but yeah, no, reach out. And like I said, we hope to be a part of your community. My daughter lived in Raymond. She just moved to Casco. Sorry. Whatever it is we can do, we want to bring in, more people stopping by those local stores, buying things, helping the local businesses. Hopefully now I can apply for those last couple permits. I needed that business application to say, yeah, I've got it. Woo!
I tend to be outspoken too, so I would say I'll be anxious to hear your critique of our process. You alluded to that a couple of times, so because we try to make it easy for people to do business, and you're saying that it hasn't been easy, and so I'm curious about that, and I would like to have that feedback.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, well, for some people, I think you read the rules, you go through them, you have expectations, and the one that's not there, not knowing, and I think just misinterpretation. I think I've sat back a lot today and reflected. For me, walking into a meat market, I was under the impression, yep, it's a meat market. There's, a lot of money invested. We're just going to transfer business and just go along. I think if you guys do not do that with your food industry or do that with your restaurants, then probably in your business application process and in your regs that you have, you probably should say non-transferable or have it really specific. I know some towns do have that, like right there. Business licenses are not transferable. You must.
Well, the other thing you can do too, I should tell you, is that when you have an issue, any kind of issue, you can call, the town office, talk to the clerk, talk to me. This meeting is a result of the clerk coming to me and telling me that we had a crisis we had to solve to get you in business. And so here we are. So we want to be responsive, and I was unaware of any issues until today about it. And we are going to look at our process top to bottom, Sue and I, and see what we can do to find out if there are any problems and to improve it if it's needed to be improved. So I just want to share that with you.
And you have no idea how grateful I am that you pulled this meeting together today. I mean, very grateful. I think the end closed down. We lost, I don't know if Sue shared with you all, we lost about $40,000 worth of meat product by not having the license. And it clearly states in your policy, you may not operate without a license.
Yes.
So, and for most like me, I don't know what Sue has shared with you. I work full-time 24/7 in Health and Human Services. I have licensed group homes for 27 years. So I've worked with fire marshals and I've worked with licensing homes. There are regs to follow, rules to follow. I also work for the USDA. Oh, I don't work for the USDA. I answer to the USDA 24/7. Our license can be revoked and pulled at any moment throughout the day. So I take rules and regulations very seriously. That's why, like, when we go to rip out, like Wayne said, when we go to make changes to that refrigeration system, we will be coming to you, sitting down and saying, okay, how do we do this? What am I going to need? And I think for me, I went by, once I got in here and realized that, it's going on 2 months now, this process is lagging. That was when I started getting really frustrated. And today was my breaking point. I'm looking and I've got 2 staff hired on. What else do I have to do to jump through hoops to get this process going, to get my license? By the time I got it, if you guys met on the 9th of November, by the time I applied for those other applications, got those through, I mean, we're looking at the holidays by the time we were open, and we took over September 1st. The other piece of it is, I think if you're going to go in and have like Wayne go through and do a checklist, I think you need to have like a set checklist. What do businesses expect to go through in that? A lot of people have no clue about what a fire marshal or what someone is looking for. And for me, Lori was operating for 15 years, 20 years. She should have had fire extinguishers already in that business, the way I look at it. You guys had walked through, I think, a month prior. There were already issues established in there that she should have already had a plan of corrections that I should have known about before I even took over the business. So there's little things like that. I think just having a consistent checklist, a little bit more consistency in the process. So every business is the same. So if you're going to hold me accountable for having fire extinguishers at each end, or having, whatever it is you're going to hold me accountable for, then I can walk to that next business and they're going to have the same thing. So like my numbers on the door, I mean, really, if I go to the town of Raymond, do you guys have the same numbers that you're expecting me to have? I mean, you're a business. So do you guys have the white lettering? Do you have it the same size?
I do on my house, because I want to make sure that the fire department knows that this is 92 Spiller Hill Road, and no question.
You know that, but does the next person down the road know that?
Probably.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't numbered, because, a few years back, we were really pushed for all of that. And the chief had really, sent the word out. And
Right.
I'm not sure, Nicole, if you've dealt with the town of Raymond much, or at least this select board for the last handful of years, but we're on top of it, and these
definitely
pieces
on top
of the
of it.
puzzle that may be out of joint aren't usually. And
Right.
You may be tapping into something that we haven't had to deal with for years or whatnot, because I'm surprised to hear that there's too many flaws in most of what we do, because again, the team is excellent.
Well, and that's the thing. I think you guys are great. You guys are obviously good because you're picking out things. I mean, these are things, like I said, when you go through like DHS or you go through licensing, I mean, they're going to hold you accountable for that. But do your business owners that are coming into your town know that? Where can they find that information? I mean, the packet that I have, you have to see how anal I am. I'm like one of you guys. I have a book, and in this book, I have all the regs from the department of, food and all that. And then I have your regs included in here. So I was trying to read through. I'm like, okay, you go by the NAFTA, but how many people understand those? What is it, NAFTA? I think I said that wrong. But how many people understand the fire regs? So how can you dumb them down or simplify them for your business owners?
Yeah.
You know, because again, like if they come through and they're walking through and they're telling you, I mean, I just happen to know those things, but a lot of people don't. They have no clue.
Right. No, it's
So
very
how
true.
could you educate? How could you educate those people?
Right.
And how do you hold all of them?
That's one of the things that I talked to Dawn earlier today, is because I have heard it from a couple of people that people coming in not sure what to do, so they get a packet. But on the other hand is for people that don't do a business that and they are starting it, then they should be going to the code enforcement or to the fire marshal right away. I do daycare out of my home, so I know we get a lot of regulations that we have to do.
Yeah.
We constantly get the rule books and stuff like that, so that we're constantly checking. But we need to put together some kind of a packet, you know, for any business that wants to come into town. But it's also the business owner's responsibility too to say, hey, what do I need too? So it's kind of both, you know. But if we can give you guys this packet to say, this is what you need to find, this is what you guys need to do, this is what we're going to be looking for. And
if you're friendly, if you guys are like, hey, Raymond is friendly towards business, then that also says go to them and talk to them. You know, that too. I mean, I think I am finding out that, oh God, I can go talk to the town of Raymond. I can be like, hey, I need help. And so far, everyone I've talked to has been more than willing to help me and walk me through things. I'm slowly finding that out. That's not always the case in different towns that you work in. There's towns that are not business friendly.
Right.
So this is great that you guys are willing to do that. And you do have your crap together. I will say, holy crap. I mean.
Well, as I said, we are going to look at this top to bottom. We do have material online. You know, we can have a hard copy available. We're going to do that. And so we're going to see what we can do to improve it. Sue and I are working on that. So
that kind of stuff is constantly being improved, because every day, every week, every month, something new is new and hip, and doing it this way is faster. It's more efficient. It's this and that. So I think that piece of our puzzle of running the town is something that's going to constantly change, and it's expensive, you know, for one. I mean, maybe it needs to be a line item even to put something aside each year to improve that. So it gives us more to think about.
Well, you guys are unique too, because you have a vast variety. I mean, you deal with boat launches and campgrounds, you know, and food. I mean, you have such different niches all around Raymond too. So I'm sure it's.
If you could talk to Dawn, Nicole, touch base with him on it. I'm sorry, I have to run.
Would you like to vote the motion on the floor, Madam Chair?
We already did. All in favor, we did.
Okay, I missed that,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry, yeah, Joe was the one that even said aye. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh God, no.
My daughter's out there with a bunch of kids, so I'm like, oh no, so.
I'm sorry.
You're in great hands with Sue and Dawn, and we're all willing to, you know, help improve the town whenever we can. So.
Oh no, I can't wait. I really don't want this to be like a bitch session or anything. I just really want to make sure that people understand. You know, like,
We're
hey.
here for you, Nicole.
I just want to run.
Yes.
Congratulations and welcome, and be in touch, and we'll be in touch with you as well. So
Thank you.
Can I get a second on the motion?
Second.
All right, all in favor? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, the paper will be